Oxfordshire Association for the Blind is the principal charity providing information, support and services for adults and children who are living with any degree of sight loss anywhere in Oxfordshire. There are other charities that help people with specific eye conditions, but OAB is there for everyone who has a visual impairment, whatever the reason, and for their carers too. Our resource centre in Oxford stocks a wide range of specialist equipment and daily living aids. People can come here to find out what might help them with everyday tasks and try things out.
When I was registered blind in 2003, it was just like every door had been shut and you thought, gosh, what do I do now? How am I going to manage? But there's so much here. You know, all of a sudden the world opens up again. You go into that resources room and there's everything you can think of that you might need.
We take thousands of phone calls a year for information and support about anything to do with visual impairment. And families, friends and carers are equally welcome to use this service. People with visual impairments often rely on technology as much as, or more than sighted people. And OAB has an IT suite where you can try out specialist computer software and electronic magnifiers and mobile devices such as tablets, e-readers and smartphones. We provide training here too, one-to-one sessions with an experienced volunteer for those who want to build up their confidence or are having to change the way they access technology as a result of their sight loss. And if you've started struggling to see the screen on your home computer, an OAB volunteer can pop round and make adjustments that should make it easier and enable you to carry on using the computer. Back in the resource centre, a demonstration kitchen is fitted with a range of gadgets and aids. And it's here that we can help people with kitchen management, which for someone losing their sight is a really important part of staying independent, and also run events such as baking days and children's activities. Over at the Oxford Eye Hospital, OAB works closely with ophthalmologists and the optometry department's low vision clinic, and runs an information point where patients can go for help and advice on other sources of support. And support is vital. For many people, the emotional difficulties associated with their sight loss are significant. Carers, of course, need support too, and OAB runs client-carer groups.
We recognise that for some people the emotional difficulties they're having are a real barrier to them progressing with independence, and so in those instances it's very important to provide emotional support and, if necessary, counselling. We very much try to provide the information and the advice that family members and carers require in order to help the person be as independent as possible and thereby to relieve the pressure on them.
Another form of support is the home visiting scheme, where volunteers visit people at home to help with practical tasks, go out together or simply provide companionship. This is available in the Oxford, Abingdon and Kidlington areas, but across the county there are groups where people living with sight loss can get together socially. There is a lot of misunderstanding about visual impairment, and OAB runs awareness workshops for public bodies, companies and voluntary organisations. These workshops provide staff and volunteers with the knowledge and confidence to assist and support people appropriately.
Although we're all different, and many people don't realise that people with sight problems are different to one another, they tend to think, oh, well, you know, give her a large print book and she'll cope. But it's much more than that.
OAB awareness training courses look at the very different ways in which people with visual impairments may be affected. They enable workshop participants to help people with sight problems more effectively, with practical approaches to making simple adaptations that will help them to be as independent as possible and result in an improved quality of life.
Here they've got time for you.